Start streaming. Go ahead and pull up the stuff and the things. Okay. Hi, Steam. I could have swore I already opened you. My bad. Okay, and that one's going. That one's going. There we go. All right. Okay. It's still initializing. What? Hey, Car. How you doing? You've chosen violence? Apparently I did too.
What's up?
What's up? I went out and annihilated part of my garden. So... I didn't even think about it. I should have taken some, like, after pictures or something like that. Don't even have Discord open. Dadgummit, that's what I'm missing. I was like, there is definitely a tab that I don't have open. What is it? Okay, Fly, you and I are fixing to fight again. Just stopping to say hi. Out for lunch. Gotcha. Balance is the best option. How are you? I am exhausted, dude. I mean, like, very, very exhausted. I didn't realize I left this on. I have been canning for 3 days. And in the midst of all of that, I decided now was the time to go outside and annihilate some parts of my garden that were dying or dead or pissing me off. So I did 3 batches of canning sauce on top of the canning that I did, because I also did some pickles and some carrots in between all of that. And then I did 4 wheelbarrowfuls worth of weeding and pulling and cutting and stuff out of the garden. Stop! Fly! You are not hydrating out of my eyeball! Stop it! All of the rest are in the kitchen. Go find them. I have made a mess in the kitchen. And it is right by the front door, which invited all of the flies in, and they are annoying the crap out of me. But I am feeling better. The last batch of tomato sauce just got done. I just took it out like 15 minutes before we got started. And so far, all of the seals are done. So, yeah, despite being tired, I got it done. Bam said something about somebody had an overabundance of deer in their freezer, and I'm like, that tells me I need to clean all of the tomatoes out of the freezer. You know, just in case they need some place to store some of that deer meat. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the flies or your family to go bother them? Both. Anything. All of it. Yes. The flies mostly. Whenever you're doing a whole lot of cooking in the kitchen, especially when you're bringing produce in and out of the house and people are opening and closing the front door, there's bound to be an influx of flies. And whenever you're working on the amount of tomatoes that I had, the amount of peels that I had, the food processor that was going, the kitchen was a mess like 6 or 7 times. So I'm not surprised that we have flies that are just like here. And will probably be here for the next week until they finally realize there's no more food for them to have. And I'm dehydrated, so I am chugging drink right now. I was out in the garden for, let's say I got up at 7. I didn't come back in until 10. And that's when I did the canning. So, venison, exactly. He just mentioned the fact that somebody had an overabundance of venison, and I'm like, I need to clean out my freezer just in case. You know, we wouldn't want anybody to not be able to figure out what they were doing with that venison. So is the server down? I do apologize if I server down. I don't know what's going on with the server. Apparently there's been some issues with the server just going down for random reasons. I'm not sure if it's, is anybody like a part of yet another community that also has a server going? Have they had any of the same issues? I would love to know. Because apparently this server has been having a few bugs. And it just keeps dropping folks. We might have to play something else until after the server can come up. That's okay, I can find something else to play. It just means that my thumbnail is wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be able to type anything. Trying to get on with the join game option, that might work. Didn't I do that earlier? Or join with somebody. Is there somebody else in the server right now? Can I use Steam to try and join in? Christensen, how you doing? How goes your stuff? You're at work? Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely okay. Let me just try that. I'm actually not listed as online. I'll do that really quick. Okay, it's fine. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bredicus said he's at the hospital today. I have no idea when he's going to get out of here, so what we can do is we can stop 7 days. Here, let me change titles. We'll play something else for a little while. It's fine. What do we want to play, guys? What do I have access to? We do have Fallout 76. I could start a game of RimWorld. I don't have any mods downloaded for it, but we could definitely start one. We can do Outlast Trials, Phasmo. What do we want to play? Good morning! It goes, yeah. It goes about like that. Dude, I just finished up, RimWorld? Phasmo? Georgia Power? Shut your face hole! We know we owe you money. We always owe you money. Owe you our lifeblood, too. Yeah, Reaper, there's been... I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's 7 days itself or if there's something going on with the... I don't know who you have it through. It's like Ping Perfect or whatever. I don't know if they're having issues or maybe one of the mods is conflicting. But Bredicus was looking at it. It keeps shutting down. It was shutting down on Gray. It was shutting down on Richie. What about your firstborn? Yeah, I can't have her. She's already grown and everything, so... yeah. I don't know what's going on with it. It could just be that 7 days is doing 7 days things and it's not stable. Everyone owes the power company? Yeah. Yeah, we're having a lot of issues. I think what I need to do is try and get some sort of log or something like that and post it to their Discord to find out what's going on. I'll actually troll around in their Discord to see if anybody else is having the same issue. Maybe someone else has found a workaround. I should not be chewing that ice. It is so tempting, though. I should not chew ice. It messes up your teeth. Okay, so what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We already have Phasmo lined up for later on this week, but I don't mind getting some extra Phasmo. Hang on. What you doing? Someone has graced us with her presence and her butthole. Ah, my microphone. Meow. You gonna lay down and take a nap? Okay. She hasn't been up here for a while. They say a lot of things about chewing ice. Yeah, they do. I wonder. I did get another game last night that I was interested in checking out. How big is the file for it? I was also gifted Hellseed. That's a pretty small game. I have Massacre at the Mirage. A Quiet Place. Surrounded. This is kind of a... It's a zombie game. I don't know that much about it. I just saw it and it had good reviews, so someone gave me a bit of monies to get games during the sale that was going on, so I got that one. Extra Phasmo is good. 7 days not stable? No way, that's crazy. Jazz, how you doing? So what are we thinking? What are we thinking? Because I can easily just install one of these. I've also got Stuff for the Night, which is a pixelated one. Terror at Oakheart. Dealer's Choice? Yeah, that's a lot of choices though, and I feel like I don't know. Brett is gonna check and reset the server in a few minutes. Okay. Well, I don't want him feeling like he's rushed if he's doing doctor things. That's fine. If he might be able to get it running, maybe just doing like a quick run or two in Phasmo or something like that would be the best. RimWorld takes a little while to get started. Yeah, let's run with some Phasmo. If you want me to, guys, if you want me to do RimWorld on a live stream, I do not mind doing that, but I would like to get some mods for it first. because there's a couple of specific mods I like to run with, and apparently there's a couple of things that are now in the game that I would prefer not be in the game. Or at least the option of them happening is lessened a lot. I need to find a mod for that, or find someone who knows how to make mods for that game. Okay, let me do a quick title change, though. Oh my gosh. That'll work. Oh my goodness. Much. I do apologize. You guys are probably working at the same pace I'm able to type right now. I'm working with injury. Every time I hit a button, I hit 20 buttons, and I have to backspace to get them out of there, so it's fine. Well, Bernicus, don't worry about it. Take your time, don't stress. 7 days to die, do you still have to read books in your hotbar inventory, or is that still not a thing anymore? You don't have to worry about doing that. I think there are some mods that probably still have that as a function. I remember, what was it? Darkness Falls, you had to read certain books from your hotbar. Milk it, yes. I will definitely milk it. All of the things. So, how does one get their... Yeah, that. Well, that looks creepy. Alright, alright. We haven't done any single-player Phasmo in, like, forever. So, probably wouldn't hurt to try it. What did I do this time? It was a, I was trying to skin some carrots with a potato peeler, and cut into my fingernail and underneath my fingernail at the same time. So, I can actually go without the wrap on it. The problem is if I catch the fingernail on anything, like a piece of cloth or anything else like that, it does... I'm not gonna get into it. It probably just made someone cringe. Anyway, it pulls it back open, so I have to cover it whenever I'm not really paying attention to it. I can't. Like when I was working on all the stuff for the garden and things like that, I had to put a bandage back on it. And I wasn't so sure what we were going to be doing today, so yeah. Overlord, how you doing? Okay. Like I said at the beginning, I am dehydrated because I was out in the garden and I've been canning for 3 days and I haven't hydrated properly. So I have been chugging drink. I'm going to fix me another one, run to the restroom, and we're going to jump in and do some single-player Phasmo real quick while the server's being fixed, and then we'll go over and play some 7 days. Be right back. Everybody hydrate. Hydrate, everybody. Keep them company, okay? Hello, is anybody here? Hi, kitty. The server says it's not initialized. I do apologize. I had to refill my drink and run to the bathroom. Yes. Ma'am? Picked up a piece of sausage while I was coming in here. I got a bit distracted. Right before the stream, I made myself some breakfast. Well, it was some breakfast, lunch, something or another. And it was sausage, and then I made myself like a little salad along with it, with all the stuff from my garden. It was really good. Okay. Yes, it is. I was gonna make myself some more eggs, and I was like, I've eaten eggs the last 2 days, and I still have a couple of broody chicks, well, chickens, and not only are those two not laying because they're broody, they're pissing off the other hens that do lay and making them lay in a different area, which means I'm pretty sure I'm eventually, because the next thing on my list after cleaning up the garden was the chicken house. It really needs cleaning again. So I think I'm going to find out that there's one of them that's just laying her eggs out somewhere else because the other two keep taking over the daggum nest. Okay, now, I have not played forever by myself, and definitely not in this update, so I don't even know what the heck we're doing, okay? Let's just pretend we're absolute noobs, and the fact that I can finger 5 buttons all at the exact same time means we're basically noob. Let's go find... I also have been taking to making myself like a little side salad with just like tomato and cucumber because I've gotten done with my sauces and everything else. If I happen to get another flush of tomatoes, which all of the tomatoes that are left I pruned. So, I mean like real heavily pruned because they looked bad. But if because of that, and because of the fertilization, they give me another flush, I'm going to do something different with them. I'm not going to make any more tomato paste. Huh. Okay. So, those ones you have to get a recording of. It's gonna be a... What are you meowing at, ma'am? What are you doing? I need to hurry up and get some cameras in here. Dave, how you doing? How goes your stuff? How goes your things? Let's try this. Let's see if we can't get a... Richie, how you doing? Thank you for the 18 months! Thank you for that resub. Okay, but what is the... Okay. What is the button to activate this? Hold on, give me this, give me this. Nope, not that. Holy crap! Finger, please. Work with me here. I can't see anymore. Wait, where did it go? Do I have the whole thing in my hand? Yes, I do. Okay. Let's go back out to the truck. Look up chili sauce for recipes for fresh tomatoes? That sounds like a good idea. Video cameras. Okay. Where'd the orb go, though? Okay. Ghost orbs. Okay. Alright. Well, we got that one. For some reason, I don't know if I've rearranged my buttons or something like that, so I can't use the bright button, or if it's because just like I'm hitting 5 things with my finger. It's fine. We are gonna figure this out. Don't even worry about it. It turned on the light. It's not a mare. Which, mare is not a possibility. But a Raiju is. Can we take pictures of that? Dirty water. Yes, we can. Also doing just like salads and salsa and stuff like that for the fresh tomatoes. If it happens to come in, it comes in. But at this point, it's like I annihilated my cucumber plants because they were mixed in with some of my tomatoes. I annihilated most of my tomato plants. I completely ripped out certain ones that weren't producing right or looked really diseased or were in bad, like... some of them, I planted them way too close together. And after they got so big, I realized they probably did not need to go there. And before I could do anything about it, they got really diseased, so I just tore them all out. Or I got plenty of that particular one and I don't need it again. So... ultraviolet. Okay, or dots. So I did a whole lot of that, and I also tore out all of the beans because I got tired of the ants.
I'm burning now! Take it easy. Hellfire is burning!
Thank you, Richie. There we go. Meow. Okay, well, let's go back out to the truck and do that again. What? What? What, ma'am? Okay, we're looking for dots or fingies. Kitty says hi, yes. She's over there having a conversation with herself. Veggie side. I tried a, I didn't realize whenever I bought it, but there's, the BT and the I've already forgotten the other one. The 2 organic pesticides that exist on the market right now besides neem oil. I bought both of those last year, but I bought them in bulk so I wouldn't have to worry about buying any more. I didn't realize that those things have a shelf life. We have dots. Okay. Now. That's, you know what? We're leaving with the Raiju. If it was a different one, that's a different story, but there's little chance I'll be able to outrun a Raiju. And right now, me running is probably not going to happen. I'm gonna hit all of the buttons and run into a wall, which I can run into a wall perfectly well without that, so... Willow?
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's capable of.
I think she's picking up a few habits from one of my other cats. For the longest time, whenever Hiroki moved in with all of them, the 2 of them that have been here the longest kind of like kept their distance, fought with them, didn't really care for them. But now, she's been hanging out with them a whole lot more. Like, they'll be lounging in the middle of... Hold on, I actually got a picture of Hiroki. I was gonna make a post about it, but I hadn't done it yet. Bye-bye. I can do that better. Full screen. Anyway, he's passed out on top of the towel that I was using for doing my canning and stuff like that, because where I was cutting everything up on the cutting board, it was leaking off the cutting board and onto the floor, so I just laid down a towel so I could keep going instead of having to clean up every 5 minutes. And then he comes over there and he just passes out like he was exhausted from the canning too. Anyway, she's been hanging out with him a lot, and now every time you scratch her back, instead of just doing the normal thing that she used to do, now she will turn around and bite you the same way Hiroki will. Hello, housekeeping. You know, it didn't even occur to me. I probably could have at very least found the bone and the cursed possession before I left. I mean, it would have given me a little bit of money, you know? Like $2 a piece, I think. Maybe 10. Fly, please go away. Go away. Can I can't get to it. Can you no longer climb up on this bed? Okay. I hope that actually counted. Yeah, okay. That's just rude. Kitties are rubbing off on each other? Yeah, except for one of them. He's an old, what we call piss boy. He gets upset with people and pees on things that they have because he's testy all the time. Okay. It's not usually on the floor, is it? Do something, give me a sign. Does that usually start on the floor? I don't know that it does. Do something, give me a sign. I was not talking to you, kitty kitties. Do something, give me a sign. Just saw my breath. Here. You're gonna fall off, kitty. Ma'am. What are you doing? Why? What? Okay. What is it? Okay, hang on. Everybody wants to see you, but not your butt, okay? Not your butt. Okay. Anywho. The server is running again. The world went corrupt and I had to run the backup from the 8th, so anything done in the last 36 hours on the server is gone. Uh-oh. Rykus, you were on last night, weren't you? Did you get a whole lot done? Richie, I assume you got some stuff done too. I popped in just for long enough for me to get a thumbnail last night. I didn't actually get anything done. I didn't even stay in there long enough to pick my plants, which I probably should have, but now I guess it really doesn't matter. What am I doing? I actually need to take a camera down there. Let's... There we go. Get, pick it. Come on! Not that. There we go. Guys, typing today has been... Well, typing this week has been absolute hell. I'm gonna write a strongly worded blah, 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 blah. I have to blah, 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 blah. Basically what my finger keeps doing. It's very, very frustrating. MF3. Do not see orbs. You got loads done? Uh-oh. The server is still running the stable B295. As I know, the unstable just had an update. I think it will impact bright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check to see whether or not the forums have anything about other people having corruption issues. I'm not sure if this is a... I mean, we are running a couple of mods, but I don't think those mods are responsible. I think it's just very unstable. We'll take this, this. A player's spawn point file was corrupted. How does that even happen? I might need like a copy of those logs or something. Are you here? Okay. That was hunt sounds though. The where are you? Oh. Ghost riding? Are you here? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Is it door touching somewhere else? It's doing a lot out here too. Let me go get the thermometer and see if I can't pinpoint which room it's actually in. It might be in the hallway. Kind of like chat, very unstable. Well, now that you mention it. I don't know, I hate that this, I was right, this version won't last that long. Yeah, it probably won't. Especially if it doesn't stabilize at all. Thermometer? What else do I not have in there? Okay, let's go make sure, 100% sure we've got the right room. If it hunts right now, we've got a demon, or what's the other thing that it can be? We were at 65. I don't think that was a hunt. I think it was harassing me. That's what I think. Okay, it's gotta be out here then. Yeah, alright. It was just doing a lot in here, so I wonder if twins is still a possibility. Because it's playing around with a lot of stuff out here. And... Stop it! Dude! Okay, let's get you moved. That work? I think so. Okay, alright, thanks. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, so you have to hold the button to get it to do the recording. Alright. Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? How old are you? Do you like pizza? Are you my grandma? Do you like grandma's pizza? Rude. Everybody loves grandma's pizza! Let's put this over here in case we need it. Okay. Probably should put this down here too. Okay, you got a log with the corrupt character file? Okay. I'm gonna dig around in the Discord and see if anybody else is reporting like the same stuff. Maybe we could figure it out. Or who knows? Maybe they actually have that fixed in next version. Ghost orbs. I don't want to record the ghost orbs. But we have ghost orbs. Hold on. That was last one. We do need the ghost orbs. Oh, it's a possibility of a rev. Do it again. Do it. There we go. Come on, finger. We got shadow ghost. We've got ghost orbs. We got the bone and stuff. We still don't have the actual thing. What can I take off of here? Dots. Spirit box. Okay, I need to bring the dots outside. Is there anything else that we need? Maybe this? I doubt very seriously it's going to wait for me to get back to the camera and trying to operate this and that and all of the things. I don't think my finger is going to let me, but we can try it. I just got dots. You gonna step in that? So it's a they. Nice. Okay, okay. Alright, do I feel like we've got enough evidence to get out of here? I mean, it is doing a lot of sounds. Let me bring my sound thing down here and see if I can't get like a couple of strips of sound. Maybe take some sanity. We don't have to do a perfect game. Just like get the ghost, get a couple of bits of evidence, you know? Leave all of the evidence here because we're obviously not going to do anything about the ghost. We're just going to do this thing and leave. Is that good? No. Do that too? Yes. If I turn on the recording, is it constantly going to pick up the orb? I would like to be able to turn the recording on and maybe get a couple of door touches or something. Audio device. This. There's gotta be some sounds I can get. No, you turned off the breaker. You a-hole. Where was the breaker? Right here. Okay. Of course, I've been sitting down here for a long time. So I don't know that we're... Here, turn that off. I don't know that we're actually going to get any events because it's a thing and I've been sitting down here this whole time. What was that? I think I'm just hearing that. Yeah, it's that. Stay right there and stop making noise. Come on, ghost, do something. Give me a sign. Talk to me. Talk to me. Okay, thank you. Can you give me some sort of an auditory something or another? Not sure that we're gonna get an auditory thing, unless, of course, there's like throw sounds or a ghost sigh. What we could do, we could get some sage and see if we can't increase the activity for, you know, like a couple of minutes. Let's try that. Oh, on Outlast Trials, the latest update information has been announced. We now know what the next prime is going to be, and it is crazy. Or rather, they are crazy. I mean, not that any of the other primes aren't crazy. I meant crazy as in crazy, cool, interesting, backstory is awesome, the whole 9 yards, but it's crazy. You're seriously making door sounds and stuff whenever I wasn't here. That's just rude. It's just rude. Do something, give me a sign. Do something, give me a sign. Throw something. Okay, that is something. In fairness, that is something, but now you're just still playing in my dots. There. Would it help if I close the doors for you? Bug, please stop. It's all I want on my headstone is death by fly. You're gonna go right in front of my face at the worst possible time. I'm gonna suck you in. We're both gonna have a bad day. And then I'm gonna die. And you're gonna be dead too. Do something. Give me a sign. don't think this thing is going to give us any more information. It looks like they've already... Why? We got a bit of OCD or something? We got an OCD ghost? Are you OCD? What would happen if I were to move something? Ha! What do you think about that? Hmm? You got something to say about that? Actually, that looks more organized. They probably don't have anything to say about that. What is that? Nothing. Okay, I'm bored. You had your chance to speak. It's too late now. Goodbye! The Fae has given us all it's going to give us. How is everybody's Wednesday going, by the way? Okay, the only thing I could possibly do is sit here and wait until it goes through the dots again and try to get a recording of it. Okay, hang on. We can fix that. Let me move the other one. Just to be on the safe side. I know it's being sneaky. Let me move the other one out into the hallway too. The server's running now? Cool. Thank you. Jeez, dude. You're just sitting there playing in the dots. That's all this ghost is doing. Is it throwing any errors with anybody logged in? Okay. Come on. It knows I'm watching. Got it. Dot's ghost. Nice. Okay, now we can go. I've got it marked, right? Yes.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
I do have to say, having all of the options for different things that you can record or get, it means that, well, I mean, unless you're going for like a full game every single time, then, you know.
Seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help your investigation.
That seems like a bad idea. Can I hit any of the buttons? No. The fact that I cannot push all of the buttons upsets me. I'll give it one more house and make sure that there's no more, no errors or anything that happen, and then we'll get logged in. Fly, please stop your things. Oh. No hiding. Depending on what country you're in, that parking spot makes no sense. Hello, housekeeping. No hiding on anything. Are you hiding the hiding? It's just rude. We do have a hiding spot. That's good. I remember the good old days when you could just walk through the house and the door that was open was probably where the ghost was at. Hello? Are you here, Ghosty Pants? Do something, give me a sign. Show yourself. We found it. Probably should not touch that. Ghost! Okay, there's a cup on the floor, and I'm seeing my breath, so I'm guessing this is where... Okay. What did you do? Okay, okay. You know what? Don't question it too much. Just start bringing in materials. Do that one, and then... I don't think last time I even got the book. Hang on. Drop that. Get this. I didn't take a picture of the book last time. Oops. I don't see any. There we go. Put it on the right one. What was that? For like a split second there was something there and then it wasn't there. Orbs! We have Orbeez. Everything's throwing the orbs today. Give? Thermometer too. Why not? Who knows? Maybe this time it's going to be freezing in there. We could find a frost troll in there. Wow, freezing. Rev Yurai Hantu or Anrio? Rev would not be fun. Not be fun at all. I'm glad there's enough smarts in this thing to not continuously record back-to-back orbs. Okay, what are we actually needing though? Okay. We do need to get this in there and this in there. We probably need to take that in there too, but I guess we'll go ahead and get this stuff in there first. I need extra pockets. I am interested whenever people like level up to a certain point that you can get like an extra pocket. That would be amazing. Hello, are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you playing with all of the doors? Are you a Yurei? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Okay. We're touching doors. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. Now, there used to be a ghost slam door ability, but it's no longer the Yurei that does it. Is it the Yurei that touches doors? But, is it Yurei or Yokai? I think it's the Yurei. It's the technique is different, I think. Is it gonna touch a door again? I might want to get another camera. Okay, let's go with sounds. Sounds and maybe this. Can you open that door again? Stop playing with that door. Do something, give me a sign. Show yourself, do something, give me a sign. Show yourself. Do something. Do a flip. Okay. Cool. That was kind of creepy. Thank you. Can you step in the salt next? Whoa. I just saw dots. Dots, dots, dots! Yurei. I knew it. I knew it! You gave yourself away with the door! Okay, okay. And you just... We're friends, right? Come on, finger! You're gonna get me killed. No. Come on! There we go. cool. Is that the end of it? I think so. Jeez. Okay. So definitely a Yuri. We got 2 pictures. No, what did it do to my camera? Oh, well, I dropped the camera, didn't I? Never mind. Apparently it was doing a lot of door touching. Dude, I was not talking to you, kitty kitties. I wasn't talking about you. Okay, I think we can run with that. I mean, we got the ghost. We got a little bit of extra stuff and things from taking pictures and stuff like that, but it's fine. Is the server still running okay? Are we good to log in now?
Welcome back.
Nice.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Meow. You know, I should probably...
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Prestige. Reset my money, equipment, and upgrades. Oh no, prestige. Yes.
A private investigator already. Nice work.
It's been fine so far? Nice. I didn't realize it, but, you know, being over, like 100 and something over, that means I'm actually losing it, because it's just going to go to 0 or 1 whenever you go up to your next prestige. So you're better off just prestiging. And, stuff like that. So far it's fine? Okay, okay. Let's do it! Kitty kitty. Sir, turn that off. Get out of my hotbar. Oh my gosh. I just realized my previous title had a couple of spelling mistakes too. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go get a refill, and we're gonna get started playing 7 Days, guys. Be right back. opted for soda this time. I think I'm okay. So far, the seal on the tomatoes is holding. All of them have sealed, which is awesome. They're still too hot for me to pick up, otherwise I'd bring one in here for you guys to see. I guess I could have used a hot pad. I'd rather just let it sit and cool off. Those things take forever, because I use the big jars for them. Brewdog, how ya doing? Good to see you. How's your stuff? How's your things? You been canning too? What have you been canning? What'd you get done canning? Black Sheep, how ya doing? I have not taken a picture of my shelf of canning yet. I'm very happy with it. I still have the blackberries, the skins and stuff from the peaches, like the parts of the peaches that I didn't use for canning whole peaches. I want to try and cook all that down and then add in... Fly, please stop doing the things. I have got some figs in my freezer and the pitch and everything else like that from the peaches, and I want to combine those into a different jelly. So I've got that. And then I've got a whole bunch of beans that I need to can. So blackberry, cherry, and strawberry jam. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Nice. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, now how far did this character get before we were done? I know that we touched base inside of the other biome, but I think we said that we were just gonna do what we needed to do. Yeah, we still have to spend a little bit more time there. Now, the issue with that is because that biome is so far away, we're going to come back and do our tier 1s so we could try and get a bike before we go back. Yeah, that's what we were going to do. There we go. I have a full-fledged pistol. Do I not have any ammo for it? I might want to get my crap organized. Holy crap, what was I doing? There. Go there. We need... You know what? Let's do 2 of these. You save the strawberry tops for syrup? Sadly, my strawberries did not do so great this year. I installed 7 days way back. Was that the BRB screen you had? Was that a 7 days front screen? Yeah. That was just the load-in screen. Now it's got all kinds of advertisements and stuff on it now. You know what? I could probably fix that really quick. Do I have any pipes? I was supposed to say I could fix that and sell it. I somehow or another managed to have gained new pipes. I will wait. Okay, we're supposed to be using the sledgehammer because that's what everybody voted for. You crazy folks. I don't know what's gotten into you. Let's do that. What on earth am I even doing with my health here? Let's do that. Do that. I don't know what I was doing. Lock those in. Okay, am I organized again? Sort of? I think I was rushing towards the end of it, trying to make it all the way back, and I just did not even care that my stuff was not organized. Yeah, I think we're good. So they got commercialized? I mean, have you seen the DLC? I mean, it is what it is. Rondafon? Love all of the warnings? What all the warnings? How you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Do I have food? All these questions and many more. I thought I set some food up to go. Aha, I did. It ran out of stuff to run on. Okay. I was running back at the end of— oh, yeah, that's right. That's the reason why I was just like, dump it and go. Okay, are we good? Let's go. Retrieve the supplies. I don't think that one's mine. I have 5 skill points though after doing that. We are going into the strength tree. Fly, please stop your things. Oh my gosh. Sprinting power attacks. Yeah, sure. Sure. Pack mule. Running gun I've already got. Which one is hard target? Yeah, sure, we'll take that one. Grease monkey, yes, because we're definitely going to need stuff. Get access to better trader items. That's just so you can buy better trader items. They're not going to give you better loot anymore, which sucks. Okay, was there anything here that I had not taken yet? No, not really. Okay, so which means I can just go into the base stat. Just make sure I got all my basics done. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get to the trader and get some stuff done. We definitely need a vehicle so we can get over to the burn biome, yes. I had to think for a second because I've also been playing Rebirth and the burn biome is not the next biome you go to. Two pipes in the box? Oh, jeez. I am blind. Did I mention I have a finger injury? I'm gonna milk it, guys. I'm gonna milk it. For at least a couple of days. And I specifically put in all of my videos, I emphasized the fact that I was shutting my doors. Emphasized.
What are you looking at?
Why is everything so far away?
Oh, I got just a job. Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
Yeah, no kidding. Good grief. Just rub one out, you'll be fine. I couldn't think of the phrase, guys. It's not my fault. People allow me to word. I can't be wording in public without a script. What do you mean? What does that sound? Okay, that's me. Alright, come here. Let me hit you with this stone attached to a steak. Recht is so polite. No, he's not. He sucks. We all know it. It's fine, though. You know, you always want to put your best foot forward whenever you're going to the first location in a particular game or something like that, so obviously he's got the best personality. Armor's become one of your basics just for the Armor Up magazines. Yeah, that one too. I just feel like at certain points you have to decide, okay, which magazine do I want to buy? Because if I put perk points into everything that I want, the game's not going to know which perk points are important and which ones I want stuff out of. So either way, you're going to wind up buying some of your books. It doesn't matter which one you do. I have 136. Nothing in here is even worth that. Okay. Okay, it still works. It's fine. If nothing else, double dipping? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Whenever I play offline, I will double dip inside the POIs because in our server you can't break anything down in a POI. Like, I can't break this down now that I've hit the button. If I came through the entire building, broke everything down, and scrapped all the stuff, and then hit it and allowed all of the containers to reset, then I could just go through and loot containers. But, basically just trying to make sure the apocalypse still looks like the apocalypse for anybody else who joins in later on. Okay, we are going in through the front door. Nothing else to check. But I don't want to do that on stream. At least not for any of the first POIs. Got him! What, kitty? Maybe the fun pimps are actually just playing 4D chess. By everybody not liking Wrecked, we all have something in common. Peeper!
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you for the hydration. Dr. Gamer, how you doing? Now where? I'm going to guess in here. That's why he's one of the first traders? Maybe. Gives everybody something to bond over in the game. It's like, you hate Wrecked, I hate Wrecked. Everybody bonds over their hate of Wrecked. What, kitty? Why are you being so vocal? Hold on. Apparently it's her turn. Okay. Is that good? Can I play a game now? No. Alright. She's coming down again. Out the back door. Makes me wonder how many players would shoot right to kill in the beginning if he would die. I guess that's probably one of the reasons why they probably had to protect all the traders, because how many people would just immediately on a server take out the first trader and people would log in? Somebody's already taken him out? Oh no. They just made him a butt. Your cat TNT looks like that? Yeah, I have no idea what's up with her. But when she was younger, she had like an extra like little pouch that developed around her. I've got hair stuck inside my band-aid. Around her, you know, where her umbilical cord was. And when they removed that, ever since they did that, she's a big lady. She got them big bones, you know what I'm saying? Well, stealth didn't work. Neither did physics. Wakey, wakey! I hit the air in front of his face. Pie pistol again. Okay. We have finished the mission. All the other missions are 1k away. Really think Recta's trying to get rid of me. He doesn't like us as much as we don't like him. There we go. Really missed the time when you could set him on fire. TNT is around 25 pounds? Wow. That's a big cat. I mean, even if you could just set him on fire and him not actually die, he just sits there and makes agonizing noises, I think most people would probably spend a lot of their day just doing that. Oh, in the 2.1 version, there's a lot of random cha-ching noises that exist now. It's very annoying. I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. Like opening loot, suddenly it sounds like you opened up a cash register for no reason. That's worth 58. Now that I think about it, that tier 2 probably would have been worth a fix, but I don't think so. I don't know how much that one is whenever you fix it. Am I happy with the bees? So far, I have not encountered the bees. And I went for a while. What was it, day 1? I was like hitting all of the stumps and I didn't run into one set of bees. Those noises are showing things like perks that are processing or procking. Yeah, it's an annoying sound. I don't need to hear it every single time a perk works. Just expect a perk to work.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals. Got it?
Doing 5 jobs doesn't make us pals. Now I have to wonder. Crafting skill magazine bundle that probably has a vehicle adventures. Or 1 vehicle adventures. These are sucky things.
I don't like you. I'd say it's been an honor to work with you, but it would be a lie.
Ah, damn. Yeah, feelings mutual, dude.
Bye or bye.
Shut up. Or shut up. Hey, he's got a chili dog, though. Look, you could actually buy a stone shovel for 1,000? That's ridiculous. Why are they selling stone tools? And what's the purpose in Dino? Can you still dye weapons? Because I don't see another reason for it. Oh, Lord. Rogue outfit. Enforcer outfit. Nomad. 2,800.
A sale is a sale, even if it is to a scumbag like
Okay.
you.
Weapons and vehicles? Wow. How do you know it works though then? Because just because it makes a noise doesn't mean it's actually working either, just that the noise is working. I mean, let's be honest, just because it's playing the noise doesn't mean it's actually working. You should be able to see the effect, not necessarily hear the effect. What's going to happen when you open up all of the perks and everything else like that every 5 seconds? Some random sound effect is going to be going off like you're in a Looney Tunes game. Run into 2 swarms resulting in 2 infections, 1 fatigue, and 1 concussion, and no honey from the stumps. Oh, jeez. Yes, it does. That's the whole point, silly. Ah. Yes, it does. Are we sure? Are we 100% sure that it's actually working and not just making the sound? Because, no offense, this would not be the first time that something was supposed to be working but wasn't actually working. I'm being judgmental. No, it's a very accurate question. I mean, yeah, maybe if you were playing in a debug mode or something like that and you were wanting to test to make sure it was working, you would probably add in a sound effect to ensure that it was working. If you're playing a sandbox survival immersive game, you're not going to look inside something and hear cha-ching! This is a family-friendly Minecraft server. Why are you showing your butt to the crowd? You can't give that away for free. Kitty kitties. What you doing? Meow? You said immersive, lol. Yeah, no. I know. I keep hoping, but apparently the game that I wish that this was going to become is probably not what it's going to be. It's not their direction anyway. Trust me, with the amount of noises I get from looting and such, the amount of things I get from them, I can attest it works. So, why are you in my drink? Ma'am. That's my drink. I will evict you from my desk. I thought so. I thought so. Pardon? So well that I've got questioned on a server if the perk I was using was erroring in the log. I don't think it was. Are you talking about in this server? I think what they were asking is whether or not your armor was causing an error. Because there have been several errors that have been going on the server just in general. And this is 2.1, not 2.0. The ka-ching and everything else like that I haven't been hearing, but then again I don't have those points. Kitty. Maybe it's because I don't have those perks. I don't know. On this particular character. That could be a point. Not this way. There is no way in hell he's gonna give me enough loot to warrant this long run. They really need to unrestrict the size of the towns that can exist in this biome. You can't just make the game longer by spreading out the POIs. Aha. Medical journal. Wanted to know about the worm log thing. That's my bookworm perk going off every time I loot. I thought it was funny that the Fun Pips put something like that into the games that was so weird looking at the log that it had to be questioned. Ever play WoW? Run for ages? No, that's the reason why I would never play a game like that. That's just a colossal waste of time. Regardless to how fun a game is, if it's going to spend most of the time traveling and waiting for things, it's no longer fun in my opinion. I do not have that kind of patience. Not even close. There are some games out there that respect your time, and there are other games that do not respect your time. Okay. Didn't have an XCOM 2? No, I did not. I've never played XCOM. Where's other bad guys? Okay, let's see if I got them all. Need at least one trader per town in the larger maps. That, and there's actually a limit to the size of the town that can be inside this biome. It's only allowed to be like one of the residential towns. You're not allowed a big town inside those biomes. And it needs to be a larger, if it's going to be a residential, it needs to be a larger residential area. There's no reason why you should have to go to 2 separate residential towns to try and finish out your tier 1s. I think map generation needs a little bit of tweaking. Unless it's intentional. And if it's intentional, we'll always find mods to fix the problem. Hello, housekeeping. Ah, too late. Too late! Straight through the floor. Oh, that should definitely have ended you. Is the back of... Ugh. What the hell? That must have been one of those fancy effects that I was using with the sledge. Jeez. What is this? Medium armor rating? What am I wearing? You know what? It might slow me down a little bit, but I think medium armor is probably the safe bet. 2 p.m. rainstorm there. I was kind of hoping it was going to rain. It acted like it was going to rain yesterday. Like I could hear the thunder in the distance and stuff like that, but it never actually set down a single drop here at all. And now that I've got the garden cleaned out, I'm like, please, please let it rain. I don't think it's actually going to happen, which means I'm gonna have to... I already watered for the day, but there's soluble nitrates and stuff like that in rainwater that is really good for a garden. Where are you at? There you are. Jeez, that looked painful. You good? Cheek! Bug, please, I swear. Ugh, that sounds disgusting and unnecessary. It's fine, it's fine. Just imagine it's actually the crunching of the vertebra inside of the zombie. It's fine, we'll pretend. We're pretending. Yeah, I'll wear that, sure, why not? A silencer? Holy hell, dude! Nice. Okay, and we've got the return to trader things, so we can get out of here. Food? For this long trip, cornbread? Thanks. I'm just gonna pretend that that's exactly what that sound effect is. It's just the crunching of the vertebrae. I already checked that. Hidden stash on the other side in the ceiling. Over here somewhere? Oh, is that... There's a box up there. Holy crap. Sharp steaks! Thank you, thank you. I don't think I knew about that one. But then again, I do have the ability to forget things. I don't think I've seen that one before. Thank you. Chaplain is in. Okay. You get that POI a lot? Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. I'm gonna try and remember that one. I'm not sure that it's actually gonna happen, but I'm gonna try and remember it. Okay, so I have a silenced pistol, which means I could pretty much get rid of my bow. It's not completely silent, but... maybe. Might hold on to it for a little bit longer. At least the ammo is cheap anyway. And I cleared about that entire POI using the bow. What would be your opinion on removing nerd pole ability? I think it removes a lot of exploitation. I think the Fun Pimp should stop trying to figure out ways of telling people how they should or should not play in a sandbox game. And removing the ability to nerd pole if somebody wants to nerd pole is another one of those. Unless they're going to go full on immersive. If they want to go full on immersive and make the game exceptionally immersive, then yeah, remove it. Make sure every single POI, all of the stuff can be reached without needing a nerd poll at all. I'm okay with that. But I think they would have to remove way too many things that they have in the game right now in order to make it full immersive. But if we're going to have cha-ching coming out of our butt whenever we open a container and magical armor, I think just leave the nerd pulling alone. Me personally. There's only so many different ways you can guide people to play the way you want to in a sandbox game before people just stop playing it. If they want a game that's going to tell them how to play it, they'll play a linear story or something like that. That's the difference between a sandbox and a linear story. One is supposed to tell you how to play it and where to play it and have this storyline for you or whatever. A sandbox open world thing, it's not supposed to hold your hand and it's also not supposed to guide your hand. So I think they need to choose and stop fence sitting with it. You can only fence sit for so long before one of your feet slide off and you wind up with your balls around the sides of a, you know, one of these fences right here. And if that ever happens, well, the game is dead, you know? You may have to rebuild your horde base. Oh no, did you build a base in the last 36 hours? Uh-oh. Thing is, in many POIs, you can just pull to the loot room. Well, that's their choice to pull to the loot room. I mean, you can cheese the game as much as you want to or not cheese the game. If you personally don't like nerd polling and having to go through the entire POI, then go through the entire POI, do the whole thing. Nobody's saying you have to play differently. The people who are nerd polling and bypassing the entire building or whatever, that's their style of play and they can make it as cheesy as they want to in a single player game. Now, if you are in a server, you go by server rules. If the server says don't skip the POI and go straight for the end loot, then that's what you have to do. And if a person's not doing it, then they should be booted from the server. We have the same rule in here. You can't just go through an entire POI, not loot any of the containers, and go after the main loot and leave. The reason for that is because if anybody walks into a POI and starts looking around, there's full containers. They're like, okay, nobody's hit this POI, so I'm going to go through, I'm going to clear it, I'm going to get the main loot. Then they get all the way to the end after using up all the ammo, searching all the containers, getting all the stupid stuff. They get to the end to find out someone's already taken the main loot. Well, that's not really good for multiplayer. I mean, it actually kind of sort of sucks for multiplayer. But if you're in your own world doing your own thing, nerd pull and go get the final loot if you want to. I mean...
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you.
Well, don't check your coffee maker. Right now, I can tell you, it used to be... And it's probably going to sound salty, but I'm not actually meaning it salty. It used to be that it was exceptionally worth it, and to the point of it was almost like the Fun Pimps were forcing you to do missions because the loot that you wanted, they had it. If you wanted the good loot, you went to them. And then they changed it to the books. And now that they have the books, they want you to craft it, and they've made their loot so bad, what's the point of even doing a mission? So between varying degrees of however they decide to eventually land on doing this game, shifting your way you handle the game is probably going to happen in my game. I'm just at the point where I don't want to loot anything else. I want to go after the main loot.
You look thirsty.
Thank you, thank you.
Why don't you get
I want to
out
go
there?
after the main loot and go back to the trader and get my reward and move on because my goal is not the traders anymore, it's the books. It's kind of a sucky thing in the apocalypse to be going for,
Here's
but
your reward.
I mean, we are where we are. This one is... Nah, it's for archery. Yet again, I mean, the bullets would be good. But I do need these crafting skill magazines. See, this should not even be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. 5 glue, 1 book, 50 ammo. a mod schematic and a book bundle. I get it on my tier 1s, but now you can't even invest perk points into making this better. That used to be a skill tree you could go into, is I put points in and I get this better loot, not just better loot in their purchasing stuff. Like, if you put your perk points into it, they'll eventually start carrying solar and stuff like that that you can purchase. Nothing helps with crest rewards. They all just suck. And it doesn't matter how much you worked for it, they still suck. So if somebody wants to run through their tier 1s and tier 2s, grab the main loot, go back and get their stuff, and then move on, because especially with the biome progression, if they want to do that as quickly as possible, knowing that their loot is capped in this particular biome, well, actually it's capped in all of the biomes, I can't really say I blame them. Not even a little bit. Especially when he's going to send me so far
I got
away.
work to do. If you good luck. You better not make me regret this.
See, if I was in my own playthrough right now and not in the server, I would run over there, grab the loot, and come back. Because it's already a long way away, and there's no way it's going to reward me enough for me sticking around. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Stop people from getting to the main loot. Until you get to the wasteland, really, the main loot in a game is not actually worth going after either. It's just the best thing that you're going to find there, so if you make it harder for them to get to it, people are just going to stop looting. Which, that's going to kind of kill the game. 9 out of 10 people who play this game, looting is their favorite pastime. There are so many loot goblins in this game. If you continue to make loot bad and harder to get to, they're just going to stop playing it because there's other games that reward your time better. Put that book away. Let's see what we got. What time is it? 5. Oh, we've got plenty of time. I'll wait and organize this stuff later then. I just need something to eat. They made it practically harder to do missions because rewards are very bad 90% of the time. Yeah. And especially for tier 1s. Now, I get it, progression means the further along you go in the game, things get harder, but it's easier for you to do them, so it balances out. When you first start the game up, you're dealing with the worst trader. He's got the worst loot in his inventory. He's got the worst attitude. Your POIs can only go to a certain level because of the type of residential restriction that we've got. And the towns are so small, you're only going to be able to do a couple of those, and then you're going to have to go to another section in the same biome because you can no longer go to another biome like you could before. If the other biome was close enough and it had POIs, they'd send you over there and you had a chance for a little bit better loot, and it's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing, and it's all intertwined. The point being is this early game now sucks harder than it did before. I guess that's the reason why most people like rush to get to the end game, and this is probably just going to force them to do it faster, rather than the actual thing that they were trying to do. I need iron. I'll make some of that. Kitty, this is not a highway. But it is not, ma'am. Okay, I just wanted to go ahead and fix this in case I had cause to use it, especially since it's now silenced. There we go. And food and water look okay. Let's get going. This is a stupid amount of distance to have to run to do a mission. Maybe they should show the reward before expecting it. Yeah, they should. I don't think that's going to make it any better. I think people would just stop doing missions. Sup. Your daughter is being very needy today. See? She is being very vocal.
Reach me. You can't reach me.
They practically made it harder to do missions because rewards are bad 90% of the time. It used to get a full set of Tier 1 armor before the burnt biome. Having stone tools in a snowy biome is stupid as heck. Yes, yes it is. The fact that the trader is selling stone tools is stupid in my opinion. And the fact that it's selling a Tier 5 stone tool for 1,000, like, how much money are we even getting for these missions? How much of this money am I having to spend on food because food has been nerfed? It was nerfed for... Yeah, see, that's what happens. Are you okay? Where'd you go? I take it she ran out the door. It's either that or she fell on the floor and just disappeared. She might be in the back rooms, guys. Hold on, let's see if we get it. Nothing. So food and water were already nerfed, and you spend more money on the food and water early days, so it's not like you can get any of the good stuff from the trader anyway. And they're selling stone tools, Tier 5, for 1,000 caps. It's like, ooh, cool, it's an upgrade, but it's a crappy upgrade. Should not be able to buy stone tools from the trader. Immersively, that just sucks. That dude went outside, found the prettiest stone he could find, and strapped it to a stick with rope and trying to sell it. Not sure why I want to find a bee, but I haven't seen it yet. Nothing. I don't know, I just miss the days where you could surprisingly get like a really cool weapon drop or something like that during your first couple of days. It's like, oh, this is cool. This is never going to happen again. I am eating cat hair. I miss that. The surprise of it, you know? The feeling of satisfaction of having done a job and grinded and managed to get a really cool something or another from the trader. And now I get a box of books. And oddly enough, that's exactly what the thing that I'm gonna wind up getting because that's what I need. Still none. Still none. Ugh. Well, the bees are stupid anyway. Yeah, I just want to see them. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. It's not like I want to get attacked by them. I just want to see them. Just out of curiosity, is there a way to put perk into something to encourage drops of things like cooking books? Yes, you can. For cooking, it would be Master Chef. Whenever you put perk points into a given item, like whatever your weapon is, if you put perk points into it, more of those books drop. Also, more of the parts for said item drop. Of course, that also means if you spread out your perks to try and be a all-around type of character, it's just going to drop all of the books. All of them. What is this, anyway? Civil Defense Shelter. I have not seen this one yet. Armor book. Without points, I'm maxed into cooking magazines, but yeah, there's a couple of places like the cabinets that you look in will always give you, if it gives you a book, it's always going to be one of the cooking books, and medical piles and medical boxes and stuff like that will always be medical style books. So in some ways for medical and cooking, you really don't have to perk into them. You will eventually max those out, and usually it won't take all that long. But if you're looking to get them fast for a reason, then yeah. Have I been in here? I feel like I've been in here. Is that no? No, I don't recognize this. What is that? Hello? I hear more zombie whispers. Well, that's not good. Pretty sure there's another zombie in here, though. Ooh, CB radios. Hi, Kevin. Did you just break loot? No, you did not. Oh! Get him, Karen! Oh, jeez. Pretty sure you broke loot. I heard something break. Sledge Saga. Alright, well, you're gonna have to walk around and come find me. Oh, and there are stairs here. Okay. Hey! Stop messing with that. Okay. No, do her! Why are you slapping that? Dingus. Yep, what I was aiming at was the mattress. Don't hit that. I'm trying to look at a thing. Okay, well, I can't read that any better than I can read the others. I was thinking since it's upright, I'll be able to see it. Makeshift post-apocalyptic automatic tactical rifle. Application filed. 2011. Wasn't authorized until 2013. Hughes. Okay, but the apocalypse didn't actually happen until after 2030s. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. And then we can go down here. It was over here. Garbage. I can't check that. Okay. Good morning. Oh, Lord. Yep, very creepy. Oh my god. Hi. Okay, you want to climb through here? Let's all see your climbing. Thank you. Got my package. You would figure that would be gas on the floor that you would be able to light and set zombies on fire, but sadly they don't take as much damage as we do. Okay. Ooh. Tactical warfare? Now where is your loot at? Obviously I haven't found all of the rooms because I have not seen loot. Okay, not there. Just like check all of the rooms. Is this it? Are you holding my loot hostage? Come around here, lady. I said around. Don't do that. Okay, which one of you hit me? Neither one of you were positioned to hit me. There's a hole in the wall. We'll go through that in just a second. Hang on, hang on. Cat food? I'll go wraps. Okay. Alright, Bredicus. Dummies can crawl through a 1 meter space, but we cannot. Yeah, and they no longer actually crawl. They kneel through it. I missed the crawling animation. It was very creepy. Everybody's like, I hate the crawling animation. They drop down and... No. The crawling animation was fine. Them dropping down at a moment's notice like they were... getting paid by the hour? If they're dropping down that fast, there's a problem. But... just the crawling animation was not a problem. But now they just do it and they kneel. Which is just weird. Can I get out of here? Aha! That's not bad, that's not bad. I have to say, that's one of the better ones I've seen. They drop it like it's hot? Yes, they do. If I don't melt in here, it's too hot. You got 2 fans going? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's like the 90s. Whenever I left out of the garden, it was already 90 degrees outside. The high was 90. There's no way it was 90 degrees. It's only 89 now. I feel like I was 90 because I was overheated. I dehydrated myself, but it's fine. It's fine. I got the work done. I mean, well, not all the work. I still gotta go out there and clean out the chicken coop, but I got the garden taken care of. It looks much better. It looks like early spring as far as like density on all the stuff, but the tomatoes have got air and torn out all the ugh out of it. It looks so much better. I wanted to make sure I could get that done before I did a video on it again. Because there were some plants that looked... they were disgusting. They were so gross, I was surprised anything was coming off of them. It's a testament to how good those plants are, that despite it basically looking like the entire plant is dead, it was still ripening its tomatoes. Am I the only one who misses them crawling? I miss them crawling. I don't like the kneel and walk through one black gap. Not that even the kneel and walking through doesn't look right at all anyway, because they still kind of clip. But I miss the crawl thing where they would fall over and crawl because you would figure that's what something animalistic would do. I actually thought that was a bonus. 74 outside and inside, it is 79. Oh, okay, I gotcha. It's pretty warm in the house, too. "90% of my day is going to be spent going back and forth between jobs, not actually doing the job. I'm going to charge him per mile." You should get a bonus if you have to go over 1K. If the only thing it can send you to is 1K away, you should get a bonus. For going so far and doing this job, I'm willing to offer you a few extra caps. Okay, I'm down with that. The humidity is making it worse. It's 80% humidity. I don't know where our humidity is. I know it hasn't rained in a while. You're drinking the air? Yeah. Yeah, basically he's drinking the air. Hold on. Wait for it. Nope. So when you party up, whenever somebody comes back in, do they auto party with you? Is that what's going on? Is auto partying? It's a pretty cool feature if that's the case. Hello! Some sort of auto party feature. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's something that they didn't actually talk about. If you party with a group, you'll be partied with them when everybody pops back in. It does save some time.
Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place.
5 pipe bombs, 2 bandages, 5 lockpicks, 30 7.62 ammo. And what am I gonna get? The books.
What the hell do you want this time?
All of the things. Can you offer me all of the things? Yeah, I didn't think so. How much money do I have? 1,500. Okay, were there any bikes that I actually needed? Not bikes. I need a bike. Are there any books that I need?
Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to get... Look, Blockhead, what are you standing there for? Don't you have work to do?
I've got a long run to do. How many more of these do I have to do? Okay, it's the last one. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Hold on, I'm gonna have to drop my stuff off first, though. You just made loads of food and drink? Uh-oh. I remember strapping mini personal fans. I have used box fans on my PCs before. And on my consoles when I used to have consoles. What year was that? It was like... it was some years ago. Someone was saying that they were working on stuff. I think it was Neebs Gaming and stuff we're talking about. One of their editors actually had to sit there with their PC inside of a cooler or something like that. Who was it that said that? It might not have been Neebs Gaming. There we go. Can I make a better sledge yet? Yeah, tier 2. I mean, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, why not? And stone. There we go. Since I moved my PC, it was running a bit too warm as old house is next to a window, so it always had fresh air. Now it doesn't. It's not happy about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I happen to know with our heat around here, especially as bad as it gets midday, I have to keep the side of my PC off. As soon as temperatures, as soon as we get to springtime, the side of my PC has to come off and it just stays off. I can't put the side of it on there, it'll overheat. Okay. I've got enough time to do one more mission. Then you have to peel a cat's worth of hair out each week? Yes. Yeah, I just don't have a choice in the matter. It's either cat hair's overheating it or the side of my PC is overheating it. It's just too warm here. It just stays that way. Except, of course, during the summer. I mean, during the winter. You know, of course, it gets cold during that time, but... Also, my hard drive on this PC is starting to make noises. And given what I experienced the last time, I think as soon as we have a week that's not— oh my gosh, finger! Go in the right place! Okay, hang on. I can't feel the grooves on my keys. There we go. Anyway, I think I need to go ahead and get me another hard drive and have it sitting here waiting. My son made me a cedar PC case. I installed a high-end water cooling system and I still have to have fans out of the wazoo. Live in a warm area too, huh? Heck, when I was canning, I had an AC sitting in another room because we don't have one in the kitchen area. I had it in there, and then I had a box fan pulling the cool air into the room. Just so I would survive. I'm up here on the mountain. This makes no sense. What am I doing? Window unit? Yeah. We don't have central heating and air. We can check files and get it sorted. That might need saving. Yeah, I also have to get the money together to get another hard drive. I mean, I literally pulled every bit of money that I had in my savings out in order to get the last hard drive. No bees! So I need to put money back so I can get a hard drive this time. And not stall like I did last time, knowing I probably needed to get one, and then it just crashed on me. I do not want to take any chances. Not again. I'm gonna check this one. Okay. Only when you're ready, but this time we can save everything that needs worth saving. Yes, exactly. I definitely want to make sure I can save all of the stuff in the things this time. Was Bam in the room? It could explain why it was hot in there? Oh, really? One of the days that I was doing the canning, he came in there and helped me with it. And it took like a quarter of the time it usually takes with me doing it by myself. Oh my goodness. Did I really have to go this way? Oh, I'm definitely going in a different direction than I have for the others. Okay, never mind. I was supposed to say, I have found the dumb way to go. Do I want a motorcycle, by the way? Mine duped the other day, so I just got one sitting in a box rusting. Heck yeah, I'll take a motorcycle. That would be awesome, thank you. I found the cabin in the woods. There goes your face! It's probably stuck to the end of my sledge. A separate hard drive unit? I need to get one that's got several hard drives in it. That way I've got backups for my backups. For my backups. Chaps use autos runs great for a few miles. Uh-oh. I feel like this one has changed. Is it just me? Has this one changed? Just noticed the flag post? Yeah, the flag post has changed. Hi! Come on over here. Nice. Motorcycle realizes it has no gas. I think I do have a little bit of gas in my, at my base. It's not a whole heck of a lot, but... I mean, it would get me from point A to point B at least a little bit. Like, I could walk here and then use my motorcycle and fill it up with loot and get it all the way home. You know? Morris, how you doing? You can donate some gas as well? Nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That would be amazing. Morris, how goes it? Here's loot. There goes your face. Why does it keep giving me knuckles? Dude. Not even really worth a sell. I mean, if I get over encumbered, I'll scrap it down. I'm not gonna worry about it other than that. Hi, ma'am. You're next to the book case. Intimidation. There. Thanks. Dink. All of the sound effects. All of them. What's down here?
A shiny! A guy shiny! A shiny!
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the shiny. Oh, it goes pretty good. Pretty good. I finally managed to finish a project. Well, actually 2 projects this week. With the Hold on. I slap some face. This is a family-friendly Minecraft server. You can't do that. with the canning project that I needed to get done, and then the garden project I needed to get done. So I got 2 done this week. I'll say it was very productive. Kind of tired, but I got it done, so I'm happy about that. I still got 1 more project that needs doing, and then I'll be done. For projects-wise. Then I need to get caught up on my online projects. Like, I'm out of shorts right now for this, for the VODs channel. Doesn't have any more shorts scheduled. It hasn't had any shorts since the end of May. So I'm way behind on those. And I also need to get... What was the other thing I was gonna do? Oh, I need to wanna? Yeah, sure. Just throw words together. There is a game that I started playing, Outlast Trials, and someone is compiling lists of all the voice lines in there, and I thought it would be cool to do a sound alerts thing for it. That way people can chime in with the sound alerts and make us think that a prime is nearby or something like that. Not to mention some of the lines are really messed up and funny. I just realized I was completely out of stamina. You hurt your finger, does it require amputation? If so, I'm free. No, I do not need to I don't require amputation. On realization, one accidental reading of Furious Fists, I started getting only Knuckles and main loot. Oh no. The new Prime and Outlast looks messed up. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There was a potato peeler incident, yes. I was trying to peel some carrots and basically got the tip of my finger along with it. Thankfully it's not in any place serious and it didn't get very much of my finger, but the nail is compromised, so I've got it covered whenever I'm not paying attention to it because I don't want to cause further injury. Leave me alone, Kevin! You know what? Let's get out of the mountains. You know, let's do that. Let's go over here. There we go. Yeah, that new Prime, I can't wait to see the actual map that comes along with it because it's going to have a main map and a main mission to come along with the Prime. And it's supposed to be a shopping center and it's a pretty decent sized map, so of course it's going to be running around trying to figure out what the markers look like, where we're supposed to be going, how we're supposed to do it, because they're supposed to be all new objectives. It's not supposed to be the same ones that are in the other missions. So I'm very excited. Very excited. Uh-oh, Richie. But the update for Outlast is on the 15th. I didn't even find out. When is the 15th? Okay. I cannot click on that. Hang on. Do I have bad guy? I do not have bad guy. When is the 15th? Are we streaming that day? Calendar. 15th. Oh, it's a Tuesday? It's such an odd time to do a drop. Ladder issues? Gotcha. Dude, you say ladder glitch, but I promise you, ladders used to be worse. They were literal death traps. Now, every once in a great blue moon, you'll, like, not be able to get onto the ladder properly or jump while you're doing the ladder thing and not realize you're jumping and jump yourself off the ladder. But it used to be so much worse. It was like every time you stepped on a ladder, it was a gamble. When I first started playing this, ladders were death. Black sheep, you have a great day. You got stuck in the loot boxes and the zombies could hit you, but you couldn't hit them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what kind of block is in between you and a zombie. If it's like one, even if it's just one block, it could be a full block. But if it's a partial block, they can hit you through it and you can't hit them. Sadly. When I first started, it was giant bees. Yes, I remember those giant bees. No bees again. Is there something over here? You got anything cool over here? I pissed off somebody. Okay. Jeez, how many hits to the back of the head? Don't do it. Where's he going? Did I knock the sense out of you? Hi. Ow. I ain't worried about the garbage. Let's go. Aren't those giant bees still in Darkness Falls, though? I feel like they're in one of the mods that I played. Or they were. Yes, okay. I've got one more day of having to get up really, really early. And getting some stuff done. If I can just get that chicken coop done. I can start sleeping in again. I have to get outside before it gets hot.
If you drink, well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll take that one. And finally got this. I guess it's worth
I'll sell
selling.
you food, but don't. Oh, you want a guarantee? Oh, look who. Word of advice: next time I sell to anyone, even morons like you.
Dude, shut your gap. Seriously. Probably won't use blueberries for a while either. I'm gonna go ahead and sell them.
A sale is
Just
a
as soon
sale,
as I can, I'm
even
moving
if
to
it
the
is
next
to a
biome.
scumbag like
So it's probably going to be our next run. I'll be able to get us to the biome. Where exactly? Yeah. There is another trader up there. Hmm. Okay, well, anyway. There goes all of my food. I finally got the bike, guys. Plez, back. We got it! Of course, I got a bike in enough time for possibly getting a motorcycle, so I guess I could have gotten something else, but I was after a bike, so I've got a bike. There. Okay. Okay. It's like 3 minutes early or something like that, but we're gonna go ahead and raid. Tomorrow we will be playing Phasmophobia. Tigress has actually got the day off, so she's going to be joining us. She has not had a chance to play the new update. So that is what we are going to be playing tomorrow. Hell's Janitor. Coming at what time? Wait, what? There's no... Okay. That's not actually a stream. Okay, I'm sad to say that I cannot redirect the YouTube's folks someplace because nobody that I am currently subscribed to is streaming, so I do apologize. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing the Phasmo. Y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and y'all stay shiny. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, exactly. I'll see you guys later. Bye!